For 20 years, the billionaire searched for her kin, nearly embracing her enemy as her own mother. It wasn't until two identical jade pendants surfaced that the truth, buried for 2 decades, finally came to light. It all began 20 years ago. The billionaire was abducted by traffickers when she was just a child. Her biological mother fought with everything she had to stop them. But alone, she was no match for the kidnappers. By the time her husband arrived, he found only his wife lying on the ground. Upon hearing their daughter was taken, the man immediately rallied the villagers to give chase. In his desperation, he slipped and fell from the cliff to his death, losing both husband and daughter in a single instant. The woman completely shattered. From then on, she became the village's madwoman. 20 years have passed in a blink. The billionaire's cousin and his wife have brazenly seized her home. They spend every day berating and tormenting the poor, deranged mother, calling her a jinx and a burden. But in truth, it's the cousin who has his eyes on the house. No matter how often the mother insisted her daughter would return, they never took her seriously. Until one day, the cousin saw the billionaire on TV, publicly searching for her family. Something felt wrong as he listened. The address the billionaire mentioned, the details of the old house, it was identical to the house they'd seized. The realization hit the cousin instantly. That crazy woman was actually the billionaire's mother. Could it be? The mother the billionaire was seeking was the one he. When his wife heard this, her eyes lit up. She urged him to call immediately, to contact the billionaire, thinking that if they helped her find her mother, they would be set for life. But the cousin was panicking. He feared she'd learn how they abused her mother, and they'd spend their lives behind bars. But his wife retorted. Who would believe the ramblings of a crazy old woman? At that, the cousin, he quickly cooked up an evil scheme. The very next day, they took the crazy woman and dumped her in the next village. They had his mother-in-law pose as the billionaire's mother. From now on, you are the billionaire's mother. When the billionaire got word and rushed over, the cousin stepped forward to make introductions, claiming the woman was her biological mother. But as the billionaire looked at the woman before her, she felt not a shred of familiarity. The cousin scrambled to smooth things over, saying she was too young when she was abducted, so it was only natural she'd forgotten her mother's face. The billionaire was suspicious at first, but seeing the familiar furnishings in the room, and recalling fragmented childhood memories, she ultimately chose to believe him. To thank the cousin and his wife for taking care of her mother all these years, the billionaire gifted them a mountain of gold and jewels, and several villas. The couple had never seen so much money in their entire lives. They couldn't stop grinning from ear to ear. But the imposter was far from satisfied. She whined, complaining that all the perks went to the couple, while she, the mother, was left with nothing. The billionaire hurried to comfort her, saying that this return was meant to show everyone she had finally found her mother. She even planned, at the reunion banquet, to give 20% of her company shares to her. You have to realize, those shares were worth tens of billions. As soon as she heard that, the imposter's expression shifted instantly. She pressed her on when the shares would be transferred, and demanded she find jobs at the company for the couple, claiming it was better to keep things in the family. Desperate to make it up to her mother, the billionaire agreed without a second thought. But at that very moment, the assistant walked in with a woman. It was the true mother, who had found her own way back from the next village. The cousin panicked, hastily lying that she was just a neighbor, who had lost her entire family, and that they were just taking pity on her. So they took her in. They thought they could get away with it. But when dinner came around, the charade almost fell apart. The fake mother only cared about serving her own daughter, forgetting she was supposed to be the billionaire's mother. Prompted by the cousin, she finally snapped back to reality. She hurried to put a shrimp on the billionaire's plate. But little did she know, the billionaire has been allergic to seafood since childhood. Eating it could be fatal. Just as the billionaire was about to eat, the crazed true mother suddenly rushed over. She swiped the bowl right out of her hand, muttering over and over that she couldn't eat it, that it would kill her. Seeing this, the cousin was furious and moved to strike her. Luckily, the billionaire stopped him in time. She said,
Open the Simi TV app and watch the full series now.